Welcome to Business Stories Weekly Videos. This week's video about the Tim Hortons case study was written by Yusuf Abdul Salam, an MBA holder from University Canada West, product manager and operations leader. The year was 1964. Tim Horton, a Toronto Maple Leafs defenseman, partnered with Jim Charade to open the first Tim Hortons on Ottawa Street in Hamilton, Ontario. Canadians embraced the fresh coffee, delicious donuts, and friendly service. Tim Horton was on his way to becoming a Canadian business icon. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and baking donuts filled the air. People were drawn in for the treats and stayed for the sense of community. Tim Horton often greeted customers with a smile and a handshake. The success of that first location was immediate, and word spread quickly. Tim and Jim knew they had something special on their hands. Expansion was on the horizon. While donuts were the initial stars, Tim Hortons' menu soon expanded. Canadians craved more than just sweets, they wanted savory options too. The introduction of Timbits in 1966 was a stroke of genius. Tim Hortons added soups, sandwiches and bagels. The iconic Tim Hortons chili became a cold weather favorite. These additions transformed Tim Hortons into a destination for all meals. The Roll Up the Rim to Win contest in 1986 added excitement to every coffee purchase. It became a national obsession each spring. Through careful menu expansion and innovative promotions, Tim Hortons secured its position as a Canadian icon. By the late 20th century, Tim Hortons had become synonymous with Canada. The brand captured the hearts of Canadians. It was time to share that Canadian spirit with the world. Tim Hortons embarked on an ambitious expansion plan. The first foray outside of Canada was the United States in 1984. The brand set its sights on new horizons. From Dubai to Southeast Asia, Tim Hortons established a presence. Tim Hortons' global expansion showcased its ability to adapt and thrive. The year 2014 marked a significant turning point in Tim Hortons' history. Burger King acquired Tim Hortons for $12.5 billion, creating Restaurant Brands International, RBI. The acquisition sent ripples throughout the business world. Some saw it as a natural progression for a global brand. Others worried about the impact on Tim Hortons' identity. RBI implemented cost-cutting measures and operational adjustments. Franchisees felt their concerns were not being adequately addressed. Despite challenges, RBI remained committed to global expansion. The RBI acquisition brought about an era of unprecedented growth for Tim Hortons. However, this rapid change came with challenges. Franchisees voiced concerns about the new direction. They felt RBI's cost-cutting measures eroded the brand's core values. Rising supply costs and ineffective marketing were major issues. Franchisees formed associations to demand changes. The media took notice, making it front-page news. RBI promised greater transparency and collaboration, yet tensions remained, leaving the brand's future uncertain. As Tim Hortons navigated post-acquisition challenges, the need to adapt and innovate became clear. Digital technology transformed consumer interactions. Tim Hortons invested in mobile ordering and loyalty programs. The 2017 mobile app launch allowed pre-ordering and payments. This innovation was popular with younger demographics. The 2019 Tim's Rewards program rewarded purchases. Tim Hortons embraced digital channels to connect with customers. These efforts showed Tim Hortons' commitment to innovation. While Tim Hortons solidified its presence in North America, the brand set its sights on Asia. China, with its burgeoning middle class, presented an enticing opportunity. In 2019, Tim Hortons announced plans to open over 1,500 stores in China. The first store opened in Shanghai, featuring a menu tailored to local tastes. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with long lines each day. Tim Hortons also expanded to Southeast Asia, opening stores in Thailand, the Philippines and Indonesia. Tim Hortons refreshed its image to create a more contemporary and inviting atmosphere. The traditional design felt dated. They embarked on a major redesign initiative. The new stores feature a brighter, open layout with natural light and warm wood accents. Digital menu boards enhance visual appeal. The redesign elevated the Tim Hortons brand. The rapid expansion, franchisee disputes and evolving market dynamics presented significant challenges for Tim Hortons. Recognizing the need to reconnect with its core values, Tim Hortons embarked on a strategy to rebuild its brand image. A renewed focus on quality was a key pillar of this strategy. Tim Hortons invested in sourcing premium ingredients and improving its coffee blends. The company also placed a renewed emphasis on community engagement. Tim Hortons sought to repair its relationship with franchisees by engaging in more open communication. By showcasing the human side of Tim Hortons, the company aimed to rebuild emotional connections with Canadians. As Tim Hortons entered a new decade, the company faced a delicate balancing act, staying true to its Canadian roots while adapting to modern consumer preferences. Tim Hortons continued to offer its classic menu items while introducing new products like plant-based options and premium coffee blends. The Tim Hortons app became integral to the customer experience. The company also experimented with new store formats. From humble beginnings on a quiet street corner in Hamilton, Ontario, Tim Hortons has become a Canadian icon. For over half a century, Tim Hortons has been more than just a coffee and donut shop. It's a gathering place and a symbol of Canadian pride. Today, Tim Hortons holds a special place in the hearts of Canadians. It's about Canada, community, and simple pleasures that bring people together.